I was reviewing a calendar last week, not my calendar, someone else's. A founder who reached out desperate said his sales calls were going nowhere, said he was closing at 8%. I asked him one question: send me your calendar link. He sent it, and I almost threw my laptop across the room because you know what that calendar said? Book a discovery call. I'll say that again. Book a discovery call. You know what that phrase means? It means I have no idea who you are, no idea if you can pay, no idea if you're serious, but please come waste 45 minutes of my life while I pretend to be interested in your problems. That is the language of a tire kicker, and here's the part that actually makes me angry. He couldn't see it. He couldn't see that his own language was attracting the exact people he didn't want. Because tire kickers have perfect pattern recognition. They don't read your website, they don't read your case studies, they don't look at your portfolio. They scan for one thing, one single word, one phrase that tells them this person is desperate, this person is hungry, this person will give me their time for free. And when they find it, they swarm like sharks who smell blood in the water. But not the big sharks, not the ones who actually eat, the little ones, the ones who just circle, waste your time, ask questions they already know the answer to, say things like, just hoping on a quick call to learn more. Learn more. You see that? You see that word? Learn. That's the tire kicker's mating call. That's the freeloader's battle cry. Because here's the structural truth that nobody tells you. High ticket founders don't want to learn. They want to deal. They want to solve the problem. They want to stop bleeding money. They want to fire bad clients. They want to fix the broken pipeline that's costing them six figures a month. They don't want a fucking lesson. But you keep saying learn, you keep saying discover, you keep saying unlock, and you wonder why your calendar is full of people who can't afford you. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I made the mistake. The same mistake, the one that everybody makes when they start building. I was hungry, I was eager, I wanted to help people, I wanted to add value first. You know the script. We all know the script. So I put a calendar link, same as everyone else. Book a strategy call, book a discovery session. Let's see if you are good fit. And the floodgates opened. I was getting calls, I was getting meetings, I was getting nothing. Nothing but tire kickers, nothing but freeloaders, nothing but people who wanted to pick my brain and learn my frameworks and then go implement it themselves. I remember one call, one specific call that changed everything. Guy calls me, real estate investor, says he's looking for a partner, says he loves my work. So what's your rate? I just want to see if this is something I can learn and do myself first. 38 minutes. He took 38 minutes of my life and he was never going to buy. He was never going to pay. He was using me as an unpaid consultant, an expensive Google search, a free education. And you know who the problem was? Me. It was me because I let him. Because I built a doorway that said, come in, take what you want, I'm available. That was the day I started paying attention to language. That was the day I realized words are infrastructure. Your words are the plumbing of your business. And if your plumbing is broken, all you attract is sewage. So let's talk about how this works. Because it's not complicated, it is actually disgustingly simple. Tire kickers have pattern recognition that's been refined over years, decades. Even they've been doing this since they were kids. Since they learned that if they asked enough questions, someone would give them the answer for free. And they look for specific triggers. Number one, invitations. Let's hop on a call. Let's grab 15 minutes. Let's connect and see if there's a fit. Fit for what? You don't even know what they do. You don't even know what they need. But you're inviting them into your calendar like you're a coffee shop that's giving away free samples. Number two, curiosity words. Learn, discover, unlock, explore. These are the words of a tourist, not a buyer. A tourist comes to learn. A buyer comes to transact. Tourists are great for museums. They are terrible for business. Number three, time-based language. Quick call, short chat, just 15 minutes. You know who says just 15 minutes? Someone who values their time at zero. Someone who thinks your time is also worth zero. Someone who's been conditioned to believe that your expertise is a commodity that can be sampled for free. It makes me sad, honestly. Not angry, just sad. Because I see founders who are brilliant, who have built amazing things, who have real expertise, and they're letting themselves be treated like Uber drivers for business advice. Here's the structural truth that most people are too scared to say. Your calendar is a currency. Every slot in your calendar is an asset. Every hour you give away is an investment. And if you're giving away hours to people who will never pay you, you're not being generous, you're being stupid. I know that's harsh. I don't care. Because I've seen too many founders burnt out. Too many founders who built incredible businesses only to realize they spent 80% of their time talking to people who could never afford them. Let me be specific about what's at stake here. When you talk to tire kickers, you're not wasting time, you're degrading your own positioning. Think about it. Who do you become when you spend 3 hours a day on discovery calls with people who can't pay? You become a teacher, a coach, a consultant, a free resource. You do not become the premium provider. You do not become the architect. You do not become the person who charges $50,000 and solve existential business problems. Because the people who pay $50,000, they don't learn, they don't discover, they don't explore, they buy immediately, decisively, because they've already lost more money than your fee by not solving the problem. I had a founder call me once, just one call, 7 minutes from start to deal. He said, I need your audit. I need it yesterday. I'm losing $47,000 a month because my pipeline is broken. Send the contract. No, let me learn. No, let me discover. No, let me hope on a quick call. 47 grand a month. He's been losing it for 8 months. That's $376,000 or something. He wasn't going to waste time learning. He needed to deal. That's the difference, and it starts with language. So here's what I want you to do right now, immediately, before you watch another minute of this video. Go to your website, find your calendar link, find where you're inviting people to book a discovery call and delete it. I'm serious, delete it right now. Don't think about it. Don't test it. Don't wait to see what happens. Delete it. Because here's what happens when you delete it. Number one, the tire kickers disappear. They can't find the door. They move on to the next person who's still giving away their time. Number two, the serious buyer shows up. They're already losing money. They're already bleeding. They need you. And they'll find you not through a discovery call, through a toll gate. Number three, you reclaim your time, your energy, your sanity. You stop being a free consultant and start being a premium asset. It's not complicated, it's just discipline. Let me tell you what I replaced my discovery call with. Instead of a calendar link, I put a toll gate. Because I'm not running a charity, I'm not a free education service. I'm the person who fixes things, and fixing things cost money. So here's your signal for today. If you got a calendar that's full of discovery call and quick chats and let's see if we are a fit, you're building someone else's business. You're building a free education empire. You're building a reputation as a nice guy who gives away his expertise. And you know what that gets you: burnout, exhaustion, frustration, and a bank account that doesn't reflect your talent. But here's the thing, you can change it right now in the next 5 minutes. This is how you build a pipeline that attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. You're not a teacher, you're not a coach, you're not a free resource. You're an architect. You build things, you fix things, you create systems that work. So act like it. Build your own chair, sit where you want. Don't explain yourself to people who have never held a saw. And for God's sake, delete the discovery call.